Hello everybody, it's me TJ from TJ's Lawns. It's been a while since I gave an update on the business. I have a little bit of free time to give you an update. I graduated high school this spring, so now I'm in the business full time. It's what I've wanted for the last couple of years. So now that it's here, I'm excited and growing the business and working in it pretty much full time now. I started the year with about 15 original customers from last year. There were some that I let go. Right now I'm at about 30 weekly mowing, and then almost doing projects on the side like mulch and bush trimming, all the landscaping work. Now that we're in a dry spell, it hasn't rained here in a while, and already praying for rain. In the spring you're praying that you don't get too much rain, and now we're praying that we do get rain. So now I'm at the point where it's projects that are taking up my time to keep me busy. I'm doing mulching projects, flower bed maintenance, so hedge trimming, mulching, weed pulling, cleanup, and recently added to my services fallen tree removal or small tree removal. I'll take down small trees, but really found that you can make a lot of money just removing trees that have already been fallen from storms. On vacation, I got a call that we had a pretty bad thunderstorm in the area. This tree fall over from all the high winds, and we weren't going to be getting back into town until Monday. So I let him know that it was cool if he had to hire another company to get it out of his driveway. He said he could wait until Monday because it wasn't really blocking his driveway. So on Monday, right when we got back, I picked up a new chain for my chainsaw, threw that on, and went over and we cut it all up and brought it back to our place because we split it up and use it to heat our house in the winter. I was gonna charge about $250 for that. My target goal hourly is about $60 an hour. Here to probably take us about 4 hours, probably actually about 5 hours if you include travel time to the dump and unloading the trailer at our house. So it actually took us 1 hour over estimated time. And my customer insisted that he was paying me $750 to move it, and that was with keeping the stump up because I don't have a big enough chainsaw at the moment to cut down big stumps. I bought a new zero turn. I was using a John Deere Z345M. It's a residential 42-inch zero turn mower. I forget the horsepower on that mower, but it was pretty low. Now I upgraded to a John Deere Z920M with a 48-inch deck, so I can still fit through gates. The speed of it helps make up some time that I would have gotten if I was using a bigger deck on the bigger properties. It mows at about 12 miles per hour. The features that it has is it's got a bigger mowing deck, so I upgraded about 6-inch difference between the old deck and the new one. It does have a bigger horsepower motor, which helps provide that speed factor into it and better cut quality because the blades spin about triple of what they used to an old mower. I've doubled my productivity. It also has 2 wheels on it, so I don't have to constantly be running home for an air compressor because of how I have a flat tire. Wheels help me with that. They also have a lot better grip. I was actually concerned about tearing up properties because my older mower, the wheels didn't have as much grip, which I actually found to not be the case. It's actually easier for me to not tear up a yard because those wheels aren't spinning all the time. I also got a new trailer, so I still have it. It's a 4x6 utility trailer, so all open and a little bit smaller than what I should have. But it was a great starter. We looked for a used enclosed trailer for a while, but the difference in price between a used trailer and a new one wasn't justifiable for me to buy a used one, especially in the shape that most of them were in. Dealing with people on Facebook Marketplace got a little bit aggravating, so we went with a newer trailer, trailer.com. So we drove about an hour and 45 minutes to go pick the trailer up the day after a snowstorm to make a little bit of money beforehand, and then we drove out the next morning to go pick it up. It's a 6x12 enclosed trailer, Interstate Trailers, a good brand. Out of the features on it do have a lifetime warranty. The spring assisted gate has a lifetime warranty. The tires have a 4-year warranty. Axle has a lifetime warranty. Stabilizer jack, the jack on the front to lift it up and down. Those all have lifetime warranty. So the only thing that really doesn't is basically the box and the frame. At the beginning of the season, I gave an estimate for a property, decent size, but it had a small gate. I couldn't even fit my 42-inch mower into it. So I hopped on the trusty old Facebook marketplace to look for any smaller or bigger size push mowers, commercial grade. Ended up finding and purchasing is a Cub Cadet 33-inch walk behind push mower. Early grade commercial. It cuts really nice. It's added productivity to that part of the business because I was looking at completely cutting out any job yards that I needed push mowers on. I've actually found that it's very easy. The properties that I'm using a push mower on, especially with the Cub Cadet, take me about 20 minutes to mow. I'm glad that I made that purchase. I bought it for $800 on Facebook Marketplace. The only issue that it had was when we brought it home, we realized that it doesn't have. It has a little electric valve that ended up going bad. So the fuel was always getting pumped into the motor, which caused, like, after I would mow a yard, I would want to fire it up right away once I got to the next job, and I would need to pull out the spark plug, crank it a couple of times, put it back in, and then it would fire up. So I talked to my uncle, who is very good at working on these types of mowers and cars, but pretty much anything with a motor. And he told me that it was the valve went bad, so I ended up just putting a manual override into it, petcock, and just put that in. Now it works perfectly. That part cost me about $12 to fix, so now it runs perfectly. And so pretty much started off the season with almost brand new setup. Usually that takes me about 2 days. So this year I've made about 15 grand so far, and we're heading into July. Mowing this month has been the readjustment I'm doing, picking up a lot of projects. The second week in July, I've got a whole bunch of projects lined up, as well as my mowing. The biggest challenge is adapting. I'm used to us having a drought in end of July, early August, and that's pretty much it. Last year we actually did have one in the spring, and then the rest of the summer we were pretty good. So I'm hoping that this is going to get out of its system, and then we'll have rain throughout July and August. I'm looking at learning it hardscaping. In the fall, I'm looking at offering aeration and overseeding, which I did offer last year. I just didn't advertise as well as I probably should have. I'm going to advertise for that. I've decided that I'm most likely not going to go to college right now because I just want to. I've decided that as of now, for the moment being, I'm not going to college. I definitely do agree that there are probably some good things about going to college, but right now I just want to boost the business, and sitting in a classroom paying to be there is not going to help boost my business. The purpose of college is to build workers, not necessarily entrepreneurs. I'm not done learning. I do like to learn. I like to learn hands-on. There's some YouTubers that give good advice in landscaping. Learning that YouTube is good and bad. In YouTube, you have people that will tell you one thing. This is everywhere. They'll tell you one thing, and it's absolutely not true. People on YouTube will tell you that you can get rich easily, that you don't need to work hard. Not true at all. It's not hard to make money. Sometimes it can be a little bit stressful running a business. For me, especially in the spring, when I've got multiple projects going on. Actually, a lot of people in business fail. The statistic is like 40% of new businesses will fail within the first 2 years. Well, number one, a lot of debt. A lot of businesses will take on. And I get it. It's a little bit hard to start a business when, especially like landscaping, you can start with a push mower. If you're getting into something like hardscaping, it's really, really hard to do it without expensive equipment. You don't need to take on big purchases at the beginning. If you got all the work lined up, then I would say, hey, you've got multiple jobs, go out and buy the piece of equipment because it's going to pay itself off. Go out and buy a piece of equipment that you're never going to use. Yeah, I look for used equipment, but with the zero turns, I use that almost all the time. So I like to have a warranty, as well as the trailer that's got a warranty for a couple of years. I like to have a warranty on those. But if I were in a situation where I didn't have as much customers and I knew it wasn't going to pay off right away, I would have bought a used zero turn at first to start out with. I don't have much living expenses, but I do take as little of a salary as I can. Saving definitely stocks high yield is a question mark. When you're talking to, especially the get rich quick kids out there on YouTube, will tell you, hey, they'll put on a YouTube short of all you need is 20 customers a week at like a crazy amount, like $200 a mo for like 12 months out of the year, and then you're making like 100 grand. Number one, you're not mowing for 12 months out of the year. You're lucky if you get all 6 of your months out of the year. You're not making $200 a lawn mow. I mean, unless you're mowing like acres, but you're not doing a whole bunch of properties. Next year, I see myself as employer. Projects, I like having people working with me with the new equipment. I can't go any faster than what I'm at right now, just because of the fact that weed whacking takes me pretty much as long as mowing. My properties are a lot of weed whacking. I think if I had somebody helping, I could 100% do like at least 80 to 100 customers a week. 5 years, I see myself in multiple crews, doing landscape and hardscaping, patios, and work hard. Don't try to grow too quickly. Take your time. Learn step by step out with a push mower. It's good to start out with a push mower when you're young, especially because it's a lot harder to hurt yourself on a push mower than a zero turn. Thank you for listening. Please give me a comment if there's anything that you'd like to talk about, like me to talk about. I'll give an update soon. Get to work.